Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. So is this on the stream now? It's not, is it?
I think we're going live in 1 minute, but let me check. No,
Oh,
we are
well,
live and streaming. Hello, YouTube.
I don't think we're on YouTube, but we're on Zoom. So the Zoom, hello to everyone on Zoom.
No, we are on YouTube.
Oh, we are? I've got it open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello, how are you?
There we go. Sorry, that's really confusing because it started speaking and it was me and you speaking.
The YouTube is a little bit laggy, so you need to like mute the YouTube so that you don't get distracted by it. I've made that mistake many a time.
Yeah, you end up speaking to your past self slightly. It's kind of like time travel, though, isn't it, in a way, which I think is quite fun.
Kind of fun. Yeah. Kind of fun.
If you could time travel, Angelica, where would you go? You could go anywhere.
I mean, I feel like you know me well enough to when I say the answer, you're gonna be like, right. I mean, I want to meet the big Will Shakespeare. So
yeah,
I'll be going right back there to watch, like, honestly, I'd probably watch the first production of Hamlet just because it was apparently hilariously like funny and stupid. So I would definitely time travel back there, but I would only want to stay there for a very short period of time and within the like 1 week that the plague wasn't in London.
Right. Yeah.
So I need to really, be very careful as to when exactly I chose to go. How about you?
Well, I heard we have natural immunity to the plague. People that survived
really?
it now. Yeah. Like the people, it went everywhere, and everyone that's now alive has a kind of natural immunity to it. I don't know if that's true, but you know.
I don't think I'd want to test it out though. I don't think I want to take the risk.
No, fair enough. But yeah, so what, you'd go back to the Globe Theatre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, the Rose, actually, I think, originally. Sorry.
Is it? The Rose?
Well, that would be the theatre originally that they would have been putting on, or the theatre. Literally the theatre called the theatre.
Oh, that's a good name. That's like how Facebook's calling itself Meta. I
mean, debatable as to whether that's a good name or not, but
yeah,
we'll see. And they changed their branding so far. Side note, because we haven't actually properly started yet. They changed all their branding like within the same day they announced it. Everything like Instagram was like brought to you by Meta, and then that freaking like deflated infinity sign.
Well, they probably knew they were going to announce it, didn't they? They didn't just rally and they're like, "What's he done? Quick!" I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it was a bit more planned than that and than this.
I mean, I would hope so.
What does the New York Times do anyway? Clocks, isn't it? They sell clocks.
They sell clocks. Yeah, they do. They just keep all of the New York clocks in sync. That's why they're called the New York Times, because they keep the New York Times in sync.
No, good name. It's like being called the theatre. It tells you, it says exactly what it does on the tin, doesn't
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I think we can dive in. I think we're going to start by just doing, for those of you who are kind of joining in and haven't had a chance to read this intro slide, we're going to give a few kind of ground rules. So as you on the Zoom may know, but if you don't, this is going to be streaming live to our GDN YouTube channel, as well as taking place in our lovely Zoom meeting, because we're going to be encouraging some participation from you all today. The recording of this event will be posted on the GDN YouTube channel after this, probably tomorrow morning. The way we're going to be conducting it today is we have our wonderful quiz master, Mat Ryer, who's going to be giving you a few tricky trivia questions. If you would like to be picked to potentially answer these questions, please can you put your video camera on? That can be like the effect of like a buzzer, like brr, except like, hi, I'm on camera now. And we will randomly be picking 1, 2, or 3 of you to jump on the call and have a little chit chat with Matt, try and work out the answer. I would emphasize chit chat. This is not a quick round, jump on, say the answer, like you got it wrong. Please jump on. This is about us coming together as the Go community on Go's birthday to work out these answers. You can also, if you're comfortable, use the raise hand function in Zoom. Zoom can be a little bit odd at times if you're not familiar, so don't worry if you can't do the raise hand function. Having a camera on will send the signal that you want to jump in. Any other ground rules you want to lay out for us today, Matt?
Well, remember that it's family audience, just in case. I know it's quite early for a lot of people, particularly in the US. I think on the West Coast, it's like 7 a.m., which I always think is the best time for a birthday party, to be honest. You wake up blurry-eyed, groggy, having a party. That's a good way to wake up.
I agree.
And look, Angelica, I don't know if you noticed, I've got balloons here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
To celebrate.
I feel bad. I put mascara on, so that's effort for me.
Oh, wow. We appreciate it.
I dolled myself up a bit.
There you go. It's a party. That's how you know it's a party. Woo! I will tell you one thing about these balloons, though, and I'm not going to lie. They stink.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I mean, why is that not part of the QA? Yeah. Do they blow up? Do they, are they stretchy?
Are they helium? Are
they stretchy? Do they stink? Pop that on the list. Have a quick
they stink?
They smell really bad.
Maybe the person who blew them up for you just hadn't brushed the teeth before they blew it up for you.
I blew them up.
Oh, it was awkward.
Listen,
find a little bit. Oh my gosh. No, you have to brush your teeth first before you blow balloons. Otherwise you're going to have a stink bomb. Last bit, which I didn't mention, which I should, is lovely Wilken and myself and Matt, when he has time from his wonderful host duties, will be keeping an eye on our Go Trivia Bash Slack channel in Go the Slack. So please, comments, queries, comments on Matt's appearance, his balloons, his stinky breath, all welcome in that forum. I'll also be keeping an eye out for questions about the questions, very meta. So if you don't quite understand the question, I'll be there hanging out. But without further ado, happy birthday, Go. Welcome to the Go Birthday Bash Trivia. I feel like we should have a happy birthday to Go.
Yeah, don't think too much of it because you have to pay for it.
I did try and get the Minions happy birthday, but then I couldn't actually find a high-res video to play and integrate into the slide, so I gave up.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But it's the effort that counts, really.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
That's what I tell myself.
Okay, brilliant.
So,
yeah, look at this.
Intro.
Look at these. These are brilliant. Look at those hats. Yes, well, look. Welcome to Go's Birthday Bash. I'm Mat Ryer. I'm the one in the middle at Grafana Labs. I'm wearing the t-shirt today because my team are graciously giving me time off to host this. So I appreciate that. Angelica Hill, we've already met. New York Times and Go Time, Angelica? Lots of time in there.
Yeah, I just love time. Anything with time in it.
Yeah.
I'm jumping right on there.
Yeah. Time travel, we talked about. Go and see
we did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm very on brand today.
I know. There may be a question on Shakespeare, by the way, that you could help out with. We'll find out later.
It's going to be really awkward if I don't get it.
It will.
So hopefully not. And then our final silent host is the lovely Wilken Rivera, who's at HashiCorp doing his work. But he, I think, is going to jump in and join us at 10:30. So not too long till you see his lovely face.
I thought it was Christopher Walken. I've misread it. But yeah, I was
you got excited.
It's time for Go to have a party. I thought it was going to be something like that.
Oh no, were you disappointed? Maybe Maybe the next Go party, we can try and get him on. Wilken and Walken.
Yeah, at last, together at last. Yes, please.
The reunion.
Love that. And I'm going to tell you that we've got 3 rounds today. The first round, Angelica, can you move the slides on, please?
Of course.
There we go.
Boom.
So 3 rounds. Round 0 is 0 bound, obviously, programming.
Obviously.
Round
you
0.
You got this wrong yesterday with the Go time clapping. Side note. Yeah. You're obsessed with this 0 pound.
Yes. King's Cross Station has platform 0. It does actually have a platform 0. So, in a way, the real world likes it too somewhere. The first round is a trivia round. That's just all sorts of bits and pieces, questions about Go. Hopefully we can get some fun answers there. The next round, round 2, or round 1 in the index, is the code quiz. We're going to show a code snippet and you're going to have to guess what it's going to do. And maybe there's some tricksy stuff in there, a la Dave Cheney inspired. And the final round, we're going to go cryptic, where we get into some really interesting and quirky kind of questions that are more cryptic that we can solve together. And we can work together. So, as Angelica said, hang out in the chat. We're going to bring people in to this session so that we can actually solve it together as well, which I'm very excited about. Let's get started. The first round, round 0, is trivia. And our first question. Well, should we bring up the question and then bring some people in? Or
I think so. I think let's bring this in and then let's bring some people in after we read it, because we have to see whether they want to answer.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, I can't bring people in because I don't have the correct permission to do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're just gonna have to look at me for a second. Me and Matt. I feel like, let's see. It's fine. I can show the question and then I'll bring people in. Okay, we've got you. I'm gonna promote you, Fred. I see you. You were the first one, very fast to get your hand up and get your camera on.
Welcome, Fred.
Welcome, Fred.
Hello, Fred.
And I'm also going to bring in Ian. And these are going to be our 2 participants for the first.
Fred and Ian. Ian,
hello.
Are you a cat? Ian, hello.
Hi.
Hello. So, Fred, where are you calling from today?
Actually, I'm calling from Paris.
Oh, amazing.
Funny thing is that we met before, Matt, and you came to Paris a few years ago, and we had like a gathering, and I bumped into you. And at the time, you said, you introduced yourself, and you said, "Oh, I'm Mat Ryer," and I went like, "Who are you?" And at the time, I didn't know you, so I was like a funny situation. I remember.
Oh yeah, no, that's completely fine. I don't expect people to know who I am or anything. But Paris, what a beautiful city. Ian, can you beat that? You live in a place as beautiful as Paris?
Seattle's pretty.
Seattle?
Yeah. Mountains and water and everything.
Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna work together on the first question. Are you ready?
I'm gonna reshare my screen, by the way, so you can see it again.
Let's do that.
Boom.
And the first question is, which of these is not a valid way of converting an int to a string? So, talk us through your thinking here. Fred, Ian, what do you reckon? Which one is not valid? Yeah.
Well, I would go for C.
So, you think n.string is...
Oh, can we have multiple answers?
No, there's only one answer. Why? Is there a mistake?
Oh, no.
No.
Maybe I'm not so familiar with straw count. Maybe that's it. So I'll go for C.
Okay, Ian, what do you think?
Yes, C, because an int does not have any methods on it.
Yes, but you could, of course, do it another way, but let's see what the answer is. The answer is C, indeed, correct. There we go. Well, you've done it. You've got the first one right.
Well done.
Well done, fellas.
Right. Next question. Okay. I'm going to switch over to the next question, and then I'm going to concurrently stop sharing my screen and demote you both.
Brutal. So, yeah, that question was, we're going to find out how many non-internal packages there are in the standard library. And we're allowed to be within 10% here. So we could find out maybe I could share my screen.
If you'd like to do that.
I could try. How about this? And then you have the Zoom access.
Oh, awesome. Okay, plan. Let's do this. Why didn't we do this at the beginning? I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is a community event. This is a key example of one gopher supporting another in their trials and tribulations with technology.
That is exactly it. Yeah. Okay. This is maybe a memory test now, but within 10%, how many non-internal packages are in the standard library? What do people think? How many non-internal packages in the standard library? And should we bring some people in to get some guesses?
Yes.
I had no idea about this one.
Anyone want to raise their hand? Otherwise, I might well just do a cheeky random pick.
I think
No. Fred, you again. I mean, I'll bring you in if no one else puts their hand up. Anyone else?
anyone with the video on, I think it's okay for them to join. Quite a nice surprise if you just suddenly pop up on the stream.
I know, right?
How many non-internal packages in the standard library? I had no idea about this one.
Okay, I'm gonna drop one on you, Gavin. Promote to panelist.
I wonder how many packages we are used. Like some of them are just sort of, I've never touched them, I've never used it.
Ooh.
Do you still see that?
People, oh, there we go. Got a taker. Mandang. On it. I'm sorry, how do I say your name? What's the correct pronunciation?
It's Mandar.
Mandar.
Yeah, hello. I was hearing you all talk about London. I just returned from there recently.
Oh,
awesome.
King's Cross Station was, pardon?
Where did you go to? Where did you fly to?
So I flew into Heathrow, but I was staying in the city, so close to Bishopsgate.
Nice. And where are you calling in from today?
Today I'm calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I work for Duo Security there. So we have an office in London as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, maybe you can help us with this one then. How many non-internal packages are there in the standard library?
I don't have a great idea. I think someone promoted me to the panelist, but I believe the answer is something like 150 just because you sent it to me. But I'd be interested to know how you'd go about finding this out yourself rather than how would I go about finding this out myself? Is it just
I suppose someone's counted these. I don't know. But let's have a look. Yeah, so it was 153 packages there. We would have accepted 137.7, but not 137.6 because we're sticking to the rules here, which I think is fair enough, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you hang around, maybe you can help us with this next question, and we'll see. Okay. Right. See what you think of this one. Which feature did Rob Pike say he wished they thought harder about? So Rob Pike was kind of not very happy about one of these features. Which one? And we can take a guess. Or if we're in the Slack channel, maybe people in there know the answer to this. We can find out. We're working together. Have you got any ideas? Angelica, have you got any ideas of this one?
No, I'm going to be absolutely candid with you. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of discomfort and dissatisfaction with many things. And so I'm sure there are many active forums on the implementations of all of these. But let's think. So channels, I don't think so. I quite like channels, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
Context.
Well, he says he wished they thought harder about. Sounds like it was something that made it into version 1.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's a clue there.
Maybe.
What should we go with?
Unused variables. Maybe the better question is, which do you think it should have been implemented better? Then we can take it from there.
Yeah, that's a good question. Unused variable errors, to be fair, that one does annoy me because sometimes it's a work in progress.
My vote would be F. That's my personal vote.
Probably same, but
the same. Okay, so we're unanimously going for F, just pure annoyance.
Let's go for F. And the answer, it was variable declaration.
Oh,
apparently,
okay.
Yeah. And I suppose
did he say anything else?
Well, there are lots of ways to declare variables. And I know that one of the kind of goals of Go is to kind of have one way of doing something just because then it's simpler. So it could be that maybe. Interesting. Okay, cool. Maybe we could bring some more people in, get some more ideas for our next question.
Thank you so much. I'm going to demote you. I don't want to come up with another role rather than demote you. I feel like it's like I'm going to very politely ask you to excuse yourself from the virtual premises.
Yes, that's also quite unusual, but I like it. We said like say goodbye to. Get lost.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not you. Right. Next question is going to be this: how much memory is initially allocated for a Go routine stack? Is anybody going to join us to tackle this one?
Every single one, we're going to get someone new. I think the problem is I can't actually tell when people have their cameras on. So you're going to have to raise your hand. Fred seems to continually have his hand up. I don't know whether it's just because he knows all the answers.
Can you see their faces or not?
No, regrettably not, because they're not panelists. Let me see. What about, I'll get Peter.
Why don't you just pick anyone at random?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw them in the deep end.
Yeah.
Promote to panelists. Peter, I keep on trying to promote you, and you keep, maybe you get like a message when you're trying to be promoted. You're like, do you accept the promotion?
Right.
I feel like he's saying no.
Okay, just promote loads of people and then...
I'm promoting so many people right now.
No one wants to join in.
I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, there we go. They're all accepting now. Influx of excited participants.
Okay, I recognize some names here.
Hello.
Hello. Is that Tongi?
This is Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, man.
Yes, it is.
And Tongi, hello. So I hope you know a bit about routines, because I didn't know this. I don't know this.
I think it's B.
Do you? So this is where for every Go routine, there's some memory is reserved for it to do its work. And I guess that can grow if you need more. But you think 2K each Go routine?
Yep.
I think no.
As far as I remember.
Okay. Tongi, what do you think?
4. I think it's 4.
Do you? What, based on what?
Memory, but my memory is bad, so that could be anything.
Okay, Brill. Fernando, maybe you could chip in and help us. Have you got any ideas? Just silence. Okay, well, we have to make a decision. So which one do you want to go for? Tongi or Peter?
4. I would say 4. I have a vague memory. I know it's way less than threads on Linux, but
I'm going with B.
Yeah, that's why we can
Okay.
have them, so many of them.
Okay,
Seems like no one really knows the answer to this. We've got all sorts of answers coming in on the Slack. Everyone's like C, B, it's D.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it could be any of these, couldn't it? Well, let's find out what the answer is and see if it's Peter or Tongi that's going to go home with the prize. And the prize, of course, being not being embarrassed on a live stream. The answer is 2K. Peter, you were right. It is 2K.
Well done.
Thank you.
Tongi, maybe you could do with some more memory allocated.
Yeah, exactly. I think I need to work on that.
Yeah, okay. Well, stick around because let's do another question. We've got some more trivia coming right up. Okay. What version of Go introduced the new implementation of the escape analysis algorithm? Oh dear. That is not an easy one. What is the escape analysis algorithm, Tongi? Have you got any idea?
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've listened to the podcast about it, but it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't completely remember. It was very interesting though. But again, problem of memory. But I would say 113 because it was a while ago.
Okay, so so you're just doing it based on time.
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know
But it was not so old. It was not so old that it's 1.3. And also that gives me an idea, like it's a trick to make us think, oh, was it 1.3 or 1.13?
Oh, I see.
So,
Get into the minds of quiz people. Very good. I'm happy to go with it. What have we got? Any interesting answers in the Slack channel, Angelica? What do people think?
We don't, regrettably. People, I think, are trying to work it out. Let's see. So we've got C from Gavin Leclerc.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Ian agrees, C. So I think we're pretty much getting a unanimous C in the chat.
Okay, well, let's find out the answer then, shall we?
Are they right?
Which version of Go introduced the new implementation of the escape analysis algorithm? It was indeed Go 113. Well done.
Well
Funky.
done.
So you
Somehow.
didn't remember, but you figured it out. Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
Funky, where are you calling in from, by the way? He's gone.
Wait.
Funky's just gone. It's fine.
That's fine. Oh, there we go. He's returned.
Back. Tongi, where are you calling in from today? Okay, no, he's gone. Never mind.
Asked to unmute.
Let's invite some more people.
More lovely
in.
people.
Yeah, and we can.
Well,
oh, there he is. Tongi, what happened?
The co-working space, aka my mom's.
Who else is working there, Tongi, at your mum's?
I like to be by myself. That's the kind of co-working I like.
Yeah, that's a nice kind of co-working space when you're just on your own. I bet other people like that too. But whereabouts in the world? Because I detect a slight accent that you have there.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm from east of France, near Germany border, in Strasbourg.
Cool.
I mean, around Strasbourg.
Yeah, brilliant. Welcome. Okay.
Thanks.
Right, we're gonna Tongi, hang around, Tongi, because we're going into round 1 next, which is a code quiz, and we're going to try and find some other people to join us so we can get some help. But yeah, the code quiz is always fun. Tongi, have you seen Dave Cheney's pop quizzes that he does on Twitter?
Yes, I fail more than win, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they're sort of designed
to
be tricky, aren't they? That's the thing. So they're usually not what you expect, which is the point of it. It would be strange if he just tweeted, "What's the output of this?" and it was just really easy. It'd be a strange exercise.
It would be boring.
A little bit. Okay, let's have a look at the first one. What will this code print? So you can take a moment to look at this. You can see we've got some words there in a slice. But what's going on underneath? And look at that indentation. What do you think of that indentation, Tongi?
Let me check.
Don't type it. You're not allowed to type it into.
Of course, I'm not.
Yeah. We're joined by somebody else as well. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is João.
Joe?
Calling from Brazil today.
Oh, nice. Summertime in Brazil, right?
Yep. And it's actually lunchtime.
Summertime and lunchtime? Amazing.
Jeez.
Yep.
Best time ever.
I agree, except because I'm sweating a lot. It's like really hot today. Probably it's gonna rain later.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's all right. Anyway, I love the fact that we've got people from the Southern Hemisphere also joining in. This kind of blows my mind whenever we can just kind of hang out. How are you at code? And can you pause this quickly in your brain and compile it and find out what the answer is?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that right now. I'm just kind of confused because we have an empty stringy slice there, so I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the first argument to append. So it's kind of appending to nothing, essentially, isn't it? And it's
if I'm not wrong, it will append nil because you have nothing on that slice, and now I just have to count to see what are the letters on 6, 1, and 8. Like 1, 2.
Yeah, well, remember the first argument to append is the array that or the slice that you're appending to. So it's only we're gonna end up, I think, with 3 words here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know.
No. Oh, hello. We have another guest. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Aji from Indonesia.
Actually, from Indonesia. Wow, this is amazing. This is really spanning the globe now.
It's 10 p.m. here.
Welcome to the birthday bash. What season is it in Indonesia at the moment?
It's still 10 of
End of summer. Okay. Well, can you help us with this question? What do we think this code's going to print?
I think I don't know.
You don't know? Anyone got
Will
any?
be
A very beautiful
by any chance
output.
will be I don't know format.
You don't know as well? Tonga?
I don't know format. Like I'm guessing.
I don't know either.
You don't know. Nobody knows. Let's find out.
Yeah,
Six.
I think nobody knows.
It was
I don't know.
Oh no! Incredible.
I was literally about to be like, I don't know.
We got it right then, Angelica.
I got it right. Well done, me.
Well done indeed. Okay, let's do another code quiz. Look at this. What will this mess print? Okay. So
Come on, guys, we can do this.
talk us
Let's
through
mind
it.
meld.
Maybe there's some clues in here. Maybe we don't have to parse everything. But what can we see?
Why don't we skip right to the end and see what we're printing? Because that was the thing that messed me up last time. Is I spent so much time looking at the beginning of the question. And I was like, what are the actual printing? So let's look. So we're printing A and an empty string.
Yeah, we're joining the
A
with strings. So it's going to be a sentence of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so why don't we do the time-old exercise of talking through each line one by one?
Okay, let's do it. Package main.
Thank you so much for getting us started off. So originally we have A equaling to a string which has which and words in it. Pretty good. Pretty simple.
Good.
Sounds good. Next,
it's a slice of strings.
Slice of strings that says which and words with capital letters.
Yes.
Got to have the details.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're changing the second string, getting rid of the D from the second string because we replaced the D with an empty string. Then we change the first string and we're replacing the ICH with L repeated twice, or two L's. It's repeated once, really. That's an off by one error, really, isn't it? So does that help us if it's LL instead of ICH? Not sure. Have we got any ideas in Slack?
Let me have a look. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, hello world. Ian's guessing hello world.
Oh, really? What do we think about that? That could be the answer, couldn't it? That's a very computery thing to have in a quiz.
There are no H's. Wait, actually, we do have a H that we could use.
Oh, yeah, look, it does start with H, the first one, and it ends in O. Look in the sort of two lines at the bottom there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it may well be.
Should we go with that?
Yeah, let's go with hello world.
Yep.
Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, he did it, Ian. He's nailed it. Hello world.
Go Ian.
Yeah. Whoa.
That was hard.
Tough one. That is tough, yeah. But Ian did it.
I really want to know whether is Ian on the call. I think we have a Ian on the call. I want to understand whether it was a guess or whether he actually knew the answer.
Let's bring him in.
I'm bringing him in now. I don't know whether this is the right Ian, but it's an Ian.
Any Ian will do.
Ian, was this you? Was this the correct
This was
Ian?
me. Yes, okay. That was me. Yes. Any Ian will do. Matt is right.
Ian,
did you actually know?
I worked it out 90%, and if it hadn't gone there, I would have been surprised.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I did not use the Go playground, if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Although,
of course you know me, Matt.
Yes, but if you manage to type that out quickly and then answer, I think
that's true. I could not copy and paste this. Yeah,
can't copy and paste. No, no, absolutely. Well done, Ian. Very good stuff. Okay, stay with us, Ian, because we've got another one here. What will this code print? This one you could type out, actually, but don't. I'm going to be checking the Go Play playground logs. Imagine that. Okay, so look, we've got a loop there. That's a classic loop, isn't it? Go print number. So some concurrency going on here. In Go, of course, the Go keyword will run a function in a Go routine in the background. And of course, as we now know, it'll allocate 2K of memory for each of these. So what do we...
What's the meaning of something else?
You think something else? Why?
I think I'm going with C.
Tell me why you think C then.
Because, well, the time sleeps after the for loop, and you're just flagging one and Go routines of other. So you pretty much will just see the last one that will print, that is 9.
Interesting. And there is a gotcha in this sort of situation where something like that can happen. So I understand that thinking. Tongi, what do you think about this one?
Well, normally this kind of thing happens on a for range where the value just get the last one. In the case of a classic for, yeah, I think it might just it might be something else because we don't know in which order it can run. It could run like really sequentially, or it could like the Go routine will be like a run in the order where they are, but it could happen on any CPU, so it could be in any order.
Interesting.
I would say it could be any. I think it could be in any order. I think it will send the I value correctly, and it will get copied into the print number function, so it will have the right copy of the value, but then it will be executed like out of order, and maybe it will be the B in the best case scenario because all the Go routine will run as they should, but it could be anything else, maybe.
Yeah, very good point there. I think you're right. Because it's passed in as an argument, it will copy the value. So we're not going to fall into that problem where we just end up using the same value. Okay, let's find out what the answer is. It was something else. And Tongi, you're right. Essentially, we don't know what order it'll print all of the numbers 0 to 9, but we don't know which order. And you can check that out on the playground to see that in action if you like. Very interesting stuff. Thank you so much. Well done, Tongi. You've redeemed yourself after the Go routine memory allocation debacle.
Incredible.
Congratulations.
It didn't require memory, that's why.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're learning about you. Okay, another one. Okay, here.
I'm just so you know, Matt, it's the Wild West where I'm adding many wonderful people randomly and also saying goodbye to people. So they will be jumping in and out. Keep you on your toes.
Brilliant. No problem. Okay. Who do we have? Do we have someone new? I saw someone new pop up there, but they've gone.
I promoted. We've got Matt again. We've got Matt.
Okay. Great. So what do we think about this one? Looks to me like it sets X to 1. If it's 1, then it's 2. And finally it's what? So what do we think?
1.
Why do you think 1?
1? Well, because you pretty much redeclared X variable. So for that scope in the if, you have a new separated value of X.
But I thought
affect the outside of if.
But I thought you can't declare a variable again if it's already been declared like that. So what's going on there?
I mean, don't we have more keys on that if?
Yeah, that's a good spot there. There's 2 braces instead of 1. So we're saying if X equals 1 and then we've got 2. Is that a compile error? Is that valid? What's going on? Any ideas?
For me, that's a compiler error.
Well, it's actually declaring a block. You can actually in Go just declare a block anytime you like, and you can have your own little set of variables in there. So I think your first answer, I think, is right. We've got X is 1 declared. Inside this new block, they're declaring a new X and assigning that to 2. And then we leave that block and back in the real world. And the answer, we think, is 1. And let's find out. Yes, indeed. Brilliant. Yeah, so that is valid Go code, but how unusual. And honestly, like, the thing about these pop quizzes is usually they're interesting. You learn something about the language, but don't write code like this, please. Essentially, I think is the message.
But what is the meaning of double curly brace?
Well, the outside ones are the if block, the conditional if block. And then the inside ones are just declaring a block, which you can just do in Go code. You can just declare a block at any time. And you can
Could you have more than one block?
I think so.
The if?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can scope as much as you want, I think.
Yeah. But how strange.
Nice to know. How strange.
Yeah. Yeah, how strange. I mean, imagine if you saw code like that. That would be so surprising. So, please don't write code like that. Now then, who's good at structs? Tongi, any good at structs?
I'm going to be cheeky.
I love struct
I'm going
embedding.
to I want to throw our host into the fire. We have the wonderful Wilken, who has finally been able to join us. So I think you should jump right in, Wilken. Join the fun. I think this could be yours.
Wilken,
I can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm doubly muted. How?
Oh, there
Can
we
you hear
go.
me now? All
Yeah.
right.
Welcome to the party.
All right. Happy to be here. Good. Just lurking. All right. So let's see. So we got the first one here. So I guess we're walking through these. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. Let's see. First, I guess let me start with the question. What would this code print? All right. So let's take a look. What do we got? We have a struct of third, and it has a first and a second. Okay. Of what type? No type. Yes. It has a string. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got the first struct there that has a name. The second struct also has a name. And then we embed both of those. Normally, if there was just one name, then it's obvious it's going to use that name. But what happens when there's two fields with the same name and we're embedding them both? Which name is it going to pick? Tongi, you said you love struct embedding. You said it's your favorite thing.
Yeah.
So maybe you could shed some light on things here.
Well, I think the compiler wouldn't like this one.
Really? Why not?
I think it wouldn't compile. It would say like, please, I don't know which one to choose, so help me out.
Right. It's going to say, please, I don't know which one to choose, so help me out. That's what you think the error message is going to be, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Ian, have you got any ideas? Do you agree with Tongi or do you disagree with him?
I think it's gonna. My guess is just it's gonna pick the first one because that's the struct is laid out. So I would this guess, but I think it would say birthday bash.
Oh, interesting. Anyone else think anything different?
I'm going to A too. I'm going for a
Okay.
birthday bash.
Well, let's find out. Angelica, can you do a drum roll, please?
I can.
For some reason,
And
it auto muted you.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
Zoom doesn't like your drum roll.
My drum roll was just so elite that it just couldn't deal with it. I'll do a little one.
Let's do that. I think it sees it as background noise, actually. It is cancelling it out. Can you do it with just your...
boom, boom.
Yeah. Okay, that'll do. Slightly strange drum roll. And the answer is Tongi was right. It's an ambiguous selector. The compiler can't figure out which one you mean. And so that is an error. Very interesting. Yes. So, but of course, notice by using the type name, when we're assigning them, we can still access those names. It's just that you can't access it on the root object. You would be able to if either first or second didn't have that name field. How interesting. And I'll tell you what, this is another reason, just keep code as simple as possible and avoid embedding if you can. You know, it's great in the right context, as most things are, but you know, probably could have expressed this in particular differently, but good to know, eh? Very interesting. We're all learning things here. And we're moving into our final round, round 2. It's the final round of the 3 rounds. It's time to go cryptic. Is everyone ready to go cryptic?
Yes.
Tongi, are you ready to go cryptic?
We earn Bitcoins at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's crypto. Sorry.
Yeah. Tongi, every time you mention Bitcoin, the price tanks. You know that. I don't know why you insist on doing it. Okay.
I'm trying to be to channel my inner Elon Musk, and doesn't work.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you call Elon Musk Alan Musk. It really sort of changes, because Elon Musk is this really kind of like interesting name. I think sounds like a sort of tech billionaire name, but Alan Musk just sounds like a plumber. But no offense to plumbers, but okay, here we are. We're going to get cryptic now, so you better get your brains working. Funk, find movie quote. And we're passing a string here. Go's age multiplied by the number of Go keywords. So which answer? I mean, who can help us here? What's going on? Does anyone know Go's age?
Well, I hope so. We're celebrating its birthday.
Yes, but we've not mentioned the age yet.
Does anyone know the age of Go?
Isn't it 12 or something? It depends. Is it the real age or the public age?
Good
so
point.
I think that might be interesting. What is the distinguishment? Why does Go have 2 birthdays potentially?
Yeah, it's like, Tongi, do you have a real age and a public age? Is it like when you're public, you're like, I'm 30. I don't know how old you really are. But
my public age is what I announced to the pub, so I can get some alcohol.
All right. Your real
Yeah,
age
that's the
is
same for me. My public age is 21.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay, who can help us? Does anyone know Go's age? I mean, we're celebrating the birthday.
Kind of awkward if no one knew.
Yeah. Do they know in the Slack channel?
2007 is when they're saying that it was born.
Okay. And
perhaps as a coffee chat. Didn't it start as a coffee chat in 2007? So 12 plus 2. So Fred's going for 14.
Okay. And then does anyone know the number of Go keywords?
Isn't it 25 or something? So I would say maybe Sparta, but
what do you mean maybe
300,
Sparta?
I guess.
Yeah. Because we're 300.
Oh, I see. So Go's age multiplied by the number of Go keywords, you think is 300. This is Sparta. Well, I can tell you that Go's age is 12, and it's its public age that we're talking about. And because, it was not born yet, I suppose. Multiplied by the number of Go keywords, Tongi was right when he said 25 or something. It would have been right, whatever the answer was, because he said or something, but depending on where he puts the brackets. But you are right, Tongi, it's 25. So yes, 300 is the answer. And indeed, this is Sparta as the quote we were looking for. Nicely done. That's the best you've done, Tongi, so far, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I still had to use some calculator because I'm bad.
Do you know what the other quotes are for? I'll be back. Any ideas?
Terminator
2.
Terminator 2, yeah. I See Dead People.
Isn't 7 the? What was the name? What was the name of that movie? Isn't it 7? No, 7 was the other one. No.
Okay.
I mixed with another one. More gory.
Do you see Dead People? I mean, do you know the quote of
The name of the movie, but is it a movie with the little boy and
Yeah.
Yes. Can't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, it
Bruce
was
Willis. There we go.
all
Yeah.
the big twist at the end,
Spoiler.
which blew my mind.
Don't spoil it, Angelica.
No, I didn't say anything else. I just said the big twist at the end that blew my mind.
Angelica, you know how you love Shakespeare, don't you think?
Yeah, I do.
I think he ruined the plays by just telling everyone at the beginning what was going to happen. It's sort of spoilers.
because two reasons.
Yeah.
One, because he does it in a way that's very poetic, and the resolution could come by many means. Also, it's like in those like mystery drama movies where they say like at the end of this somebody's gonna die. It's like you get excited, you're trying to like pick up clues throughout. And two, most people in the model age don't know what the hell is happening in the intro. So
okay, well, at least I know the rules. If you're going to do a spoiler, you could be like, Bruce Willis doth already be dead.
Well, I think that's
also,
pretty clear.
what are you going to do in response? Spoil Macbeth? Like,
yeah.
Right.
Oh, he dies at the end.
Yeah, but the first time he does it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Let's have a look at this one then. So we've got to name the Go packages. And we have cryptic clues here. Any ideas? Look, 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 Go packages we're looking for here. What do we see? Say what you see. Any ideas? Ian, why don't you talk us through number 1? What you picking up on here?
Hey, is that a moon base?
Maybe.
And laptop moon base N64.
Oh yeah. That good old.
I use that one all the time.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And code, right? And code. I can't. Hang on. Let me make the window bigger.
That always
Code
makes it work.
Moon. Is it the? I mean, it looks like the moon. Well, I don't think we actually have a base up there, but you never know. So
that's a good cue.
Tongi, can you help us out?
Base 64. Okay.
Encoding base 64.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes. Thank you,
64,
Tangi.
Yes, it's encoding base 64. Brilliant. Okay, what about number 2? Tongi, what do you reckon here? What do we see?
Wait. Path, file, path. File / file path.
Okay, path/file path. Yes, indeed. Yep. Well done. Now, what do we think of this last one, number 3?
Gorgeous.
Does anybody else want to have a go? Thanks, Angelica, but not now. We're doing a podcast. I mean, a birthday bash.
No, I mean.
Okay. Who else wants to have a crack at this one? Any ideas?
Sync.
Good one.
Fire, snack. Old news.
Okay.
I think that definitely is what I use regularly.
Sync. Okay. That sync looks good.
Yeah.
So a package inside sync. So who are these people? Do we know? Loki.
Yeah.
I'm not here to promote the Farm attack.
Sync/low cage.
Who's the last person?
I have absolutely no idea.
I can't remember. It's an old rock star. I can't remember which one.
Yep. Okay, maybe I'll tell you then. That's Tom Hiddleston and Mick Jagger. So how does that help?
So,
have we got any ideas in the Slack channel, Angelica?
Or Rolling Stones, I guess.
We've got Sync Atomic Smith.
Sync Atomic Smith.
Yeah. Sync Atomic.
Sync Atomic. That sounds good to me because that's a Tom.
Yeah. Great.
Yes, it was Sync
Awesome.
Atomic. Congratulations. Who was that person that got that, Angelica?
Ian.
What do you mean Smith?
Ian's playing the whole board here. He's doing on the Zoom and in the Slack channel.
Well, I don't want to be talking over everyone in the
No, it's
Zoom,
great.
so-
I appreciate it greatly.
Okay, let's have another look. Here we go now. What's this one? Clue equals this funny type is usually returned last. And there's a var there, Boolean. And then we are trying to load a play.
Oh my gosh. Are you trying to be you're trying to whip in some Shakespeare here, aren't you, Matt?
I don't know. Our little gopher in the corner's changed his clothes or her.
I think so. Wait,
yeah. The
usually
beard
tells
goes
us.
into the eyes though, which can sting. So, but
To be or not to be?
ooh.
That is the question.
Oh, that is the ball.
That is the bull. Load play to be. Is this just asking? Well, you said what this funny type is usually returned last, and to be or not to be is from a tragedy.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
By the way, I'm just like putting ideas into the world for people to pick up on. I'm not actually going to guess this one because I think I might know.
Yeah. Okay.
Neo?
Sorry.
Neo.
Like Neo? No.
Oh.
Nil.
No value. No value.
Well,
I mean,
no,
it's
we're
not
looking
new 'cause it's
for
new.
a Shakespearean play here. So what do we know? What type is usually returned last? Any ideas?
Error.
Error.
And what is a comedy that has error in the title by Shakespeare?
It to err is to be actually, or something like that. No.
This is where we may need to invoke the Hill and get the Angelica Hill to give us some.
I reckon.
But to err is human.
Sorry.
To err is human.
Yep. It is. I'm very impressed by that. Regrettably, it's not a quote, but it's a play title Matt was looking through, I think. But you get extra brownie points for that.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that, Matt?
I did pick up on it. I was going to write it down, but then
okay.
I didn't.
So take notes, Matt.
Brownie points for Tongi.
Yeah. How
much is a brownie point worth in Bitcoin?
I don't know. I haven't.
1,000 ways.
Angelica,
one Dogecoin.
Well, put us out of our misery then, Angelica. What's the answer to this?
I reckon you're going for. I don't know the answer, but I reckon you're going for the comedy of errors.
The comedy of errors. Let's have a look.
Hey!
Wow.
Very good. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, funny type, usually returned last. I don't know what's going on there.
I was going to say full stop, but I felt like the group would not fully laugh at that other than me. I would laugh to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should rename Ryer Angelica by Comedy of Errors.
Yeah, okay. It's not a bad idea. Actually, it'd be a good talk title, wouldn't it? All about errors. If you had to make it funny, of course. Okay, this is, I think, our final question. Can we crack this one? Which is the odd one out here? We have a loathful gator, awful gull, a tall hog, artful goat, a tofu frog, and a foul thug. And there's an additional clue, which is, we are all inside, but it's shaky ground in here, so tread lightly, we don't want breaks. So, any thoughts?
Very cryptic. I agree with the round title.
Yeah. And then I'm guessing that's something with Go routines.
Mm-hmm.
Since we have a thread, looks like thread and thread light.
Oh yeah. Tread. Yeah, tread.
I'm going for A. See what
A.
Okay, any other ideas?
Guessing.
I mean, it's about shaky ground, so maybe it's about something that's large, and they break the shaky ground.
Well, it says we don't breaks. Yes.
Loathful gator, awful god.
And are there any? Yeah. What else? Where else do we see breaks in Go?
For loops.
In loop. Yeah, loops. What else? Where else can you have breaks?
switch cases,
Yes, switch cases.
even if they break by default.
They break by default. Tell us about that. 'Cause
Well,
that's not true in every
it is-
language, is it?
it's the opposite. You have to put this annoying break every time.
Yeah.
So that's cool in Go to not have that.
Like,
What if you want that though? What do you do?
Fall through the very unused keyword.
Hey, I think you're onto something there. Fall through. Does fall through help?
Ooh. Hmm.
What's that sound mean? You got a clue? Got an idea? Fall through.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have we got any ideas in the Slack channel?
Yeah, that's what I got excited about.
Okay. What did they say?
Manda, I don't know whether it's true. I have to look at it, but he said they said all of them anagrams of go fall through except B, perhaps.
Oh.
I haven't actually checked that, so that might be not right. But I like the thinking. It's very inventive, very creative.
What do we think? Is this what we're going to go with? Apart from B.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't
mean,
know.
let's give it a go.
Let's find out.
I'm
We're going to say
intrigued.
B. Let's see.
Oh.
Yes. And they got it right.
Well done.
Awful gull is the rest of them can be made up just using the letters of fall through, apart from awful gull, because of the W, I guess. But there we go.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that one was very cryptic.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
Yeah,
someone got
for
that.
sure.
Well done.
Yeah, who got that one, Angelica?
Oh God, I have to switch back to my
Oh, I'm sorry.
going back and forth. It's fine. You're really putting you put my what is it? My multi skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I have too many tabs open at all times, and then I lose the tab that I care
Mondo.
about in that moment. Yeah.
This is the thing about people that just have loads of tabs open. Like when you're pairing
Manda
with them.
got call. I might be butchering that pronunciation. Manda got call.
Well done, Manda. That was
Well done.
very smart indeed.
Mhm.
And that's it. We beat the system. We did the quiz. We won it together. It wasn't easy. There were ups and downs. There was a lot of tongi.
Yeah.
And we got through it. We got through it together in the end. That's it. It's our birthday quiz.
Happy birthday to go.
Happy 12th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.